All right, here is how you look up your tap water in the EWG tap water database. So if you go to ewg.org, type that into your search engine, that'll take you to the website here. Get rid of this pop-up. And if you scroll down, there's a section here for their tap water database. So you just want to click on that. And then you will go ahead and enter your zip code. Again, get rid of the pop-up. They got lots of pop-ups. So mine's 37343, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And then I'm going to find my water utility in the list of water utilities here. So mine's Hickson Utility District, right? So I will scroll down here and you'll notice that there are 7 contaminants that exceed EWG's health guidelines, and then there's 13 total contaminants in the Hickson utility water. So what that means is the EWG health guidelines actually are a little bit more stringent than the actual legal guidelines, and the reason for that is because you'll see down here that the legal limits for contaminants in your water have not been updated in over 20 years. That's just a federal thing that the federal government has not updated these laws. So they're extremely out of date. So EWG has their own guidelines based on actual, health issues and responsibilities and all of that. So if you scroll down here to the contaminants detected, then you can read about each different contaminant, right? So the first one in my water is bromodichloromethane, right? And that's 2.2 times the limit. So if you click on each one of these, there's that little details button in blue. That'll actually tell you what the contaminant is. So this is one of the total trihalomethanes, which is formed when chlorine or other disinfectants are used to treat drinking water. So it's a product of them disinfecting the water with chlorine. Chlorine is a really common thing in our water, right? A lot of us have it, and it causes skin issues and hair issues and all kinds of fun stuff. So you'll go on to the next one, hexavalent chromium. So hexavalent chromium, if you know anything about the Aaron Brockovich movie or the real life story that was based on, there was a little town in San Bernardino County, California, where people were getting really sick with really horrible forms of cancer, and even the kids were getting sick, and it got really bad, and there was a class action lawsuit filed over it because there was a local factory that was contaminating the drinking water, and they knew about it and they covered up that whole thing, right? So that was hexavalent chromium, which that was the contaminant that movie was based on. So mine is 13 times EWG's health guidelines. So again, details, here you go. It's a carcinogen that commonly contaminates American drinking water. It's often due to industrial pollution or natural occurrences in mineral deposits, right? So you just keep going down the list of all the different ones. You can plug into each one here and read about it and what it is. And then if you go down, or actually go up, scroll all the way up to this section here on what to do about it, there are some links here. One is information on filters, which if you need more information on filters, I've actually done some of my own research and have some recommendations for that. And also for detoxing this stuff out of your system as well. So the third link down is what about lead, right? Lead is a neurotoxin and it can be really detrimental to your health. I personally have had high levels of lead in my system and had to detox from that, as well as mercury. And so you go to this section because they have a separate report on lead. So mine, it says, meets the federal guidelines. So the federal guidelines are less than 15 parts per billion, which honestly, you don't want any lead at all. If we're being real honest, it's a neurotoxin and you don't want exposure to it. But the federal guidelines, for whatever reason, are 15 parts per billion. So Higgs in water is well within that. I have actually looked up the water for a friend of mine and also my boyfriend, and both of theirs actually showed higher levels of lead in their water. And so we had to look into and find water filters for their tap water that specifically removed lead, because not all of the filters out there do. If you have just like a normal Brita filter, that's not going to get lead out. So you have to find special filters for that. So that's how you look up your water. Check it out. Let me know what you find, and if you have any questions, and if you need more information on water filters, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.